I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein.
And I'm Chef Lauren DeShields.
And for the next half hour, I'm going to watch her do her thing in the kitchen.
I'll cook as long as you clean up.
It's a deal. Next here on SoFlo Taste. Just don't dirty too much, please.
Deal.
This is South Florida. It's where I live and work. I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. South Florida is more than sun, sand, and sea. It's a lifestyle of fashion, sound, culture, and of course, food. Food with taste from all over the world. Join me as we celebrate the food of South Florida and the people who love it. Join me as we experience SoFlo Taste. Hello, I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. Welcome to SoFlo Taste and welcome to the Aprons Cooking School here at Publix in Plantation. It's such a perfect location for me to learn some more about food, and today it's really a treat that we get to learn from another South Florida native and chef, Lauren DeShields of Market 17. Come on in. Thank you for joining me today. So Lauren is an incredible chef. Her restaurant, if you haven't been to it, you have to go. It's Fort Lauderdale Beachside. Mm-hmm. She is known for a lot of things. One is charcuterie, so I had to get her to bring some of her charcuterie here today. But she's just really creative, and I'm always amazed at some of the combinations that she comes up with because they're sometimes a little funky to read, however, marry beautifully in your mouth. How do you come up with some of that stuff that you do?
I really don't know.
Yeah. Kind of comes up in the dreams, doesn't it?
As I'm driving to work.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I like a blank palette, and it kind of just all comes together. Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about your restaurant before we get into cooking.
So Market 17, it's a farm-to-table restaurant. We print our menus every day, and it's just inspired by the season and what the farmers are bringing in. So every day, I come in and I see what I have, and we kind of go from there. We have a great charcuterie program, so everything's in-house. Right. We get whole pigs in, and we break them down, cure some of the meats. We'll make salami, sausage, and everything we try to preserve and make pickles and chutneys and use everything. So this is the prosciutto. This was in the curing chamber for 408 days. So after it's packed in salt, it sits in our walk-in for about a month, and then we wipe it off, and then it goes into a temperature-controlled room for over a year. And then this is our copa, which is from the Boston Butt area.
Look how beautiful this is. I mean, everything she makes is just gorgeous.
And this is our pancetta, which is dry cured belly, and it's delicious.
And that's about it. All right, so you're going to show us something that sounded really cool. Go ahead and tell them about it.
So we're going to be making a beer mustard that we serve with our charcuterie. Mm-hmm. We have our brown mustard seeds.
So have you guys ever seen brown mustard seeds? Look how dark they are. You can actually find them in some supermarkets, and they're really interesting. I always call them purple, but I guess they are closer to brown. Okay, go ahead.
Some yellow mustard seeds. Some salt.
Okay.
Some pepper.
Okay.
Champagne vinegar. And some beer.
Do you care what kind of beer?
Usually I stick towards lagers or brown ales, nothing too hoppy.
Okay. I mean, this looks like it would go beautifully with so many different things, from smoked fish to cured meats.
Yeah, really anything. I love mustard.
This is gorgeous. I would slather this all over like a seared pork loin too.
And this just sits out for 48 hours at room temperature. I'll put a cover on top.
Okay.
And then after 48 hours, we'll take this mixture and we'll put it in a food processor and just let it go for a little bit. I still like to have the texture of the mustard seeds.
Okay.
And then it sits out for another week to mellow out.
Wow.
And then it's ready.
And that's what it looks like. So you also serve the charcuterie with pickles, right?
Yes.
You want to talk about what this one is?
This is a pickle. It's a combination of cauliflower, carrot, celery, celery seed. Mm-hmm. And then we'll serve it also with some caper berries, some Castelvetrano olives.
My favorite olives in the
whole
world.
And Marcona almonds.
This is gorgeous. All right, so what's the first thing we're actually cooking?
We're going to cook the chicken breast.
And what's that with?
It's with a red beet pesto and some herb roasted carrots.
Okay, let's do it. What's first?
All right, so first we'll we'll get the chicken going.
Okay.
So we have a pretty hot pan.
Yep.
I'll add a good amount of oil. And the chicken breast we're going to season generously with some kosher salt and black pepper.
Okay.
We're just going to let them go low and slow. The pan's at like a medium temperature.
Okay.
And then that way we're going to get a nice crispy skin on there.
Great. Are you going in the oven at all?
No.
Okay, cool. Most people think that they have to go in the oven with fish and chicken. I'm always trying to tell people that you can safely cook things all the way in a pan.
Yeah, everything that we do, we keep it on top of the stove.
Oh, everything?
Everything.
You don't put anything in the oven?
No.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
There's a lot of saute pans all over the place.
I bet. Do you guys use cast iron a lot?
We do. We'll use them sometimes for our chicken or pork or our game meats, our Key West pink shrimp. So a lot delicious.
SoFlo Taste will return right after this. Celebrate the food of South Florida at SoFloTaste.com. It's the place to ask me a question or make a comment, especially good comments. Again, SoFloTaste.com. Now back to the cooking.
Okay, so next we're gonna do the beet pesto.
Great. If you want to tell me what to put in, I can put in it.
Sure. So we have some par roasted beets.
Okay.
And we par roast those not all the way. They should still have some bite to them, but they shouldn't really taste raw. And it's just gonna give it a little bit more sweetness to them.
What would you say? That's like a 50% cook?
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
We dice them up. We'll toss them with some olive oil, garlic, thyme, some rosemary, and just throw them in the oven at about 350 degrees for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. So not long at all.
Not long.
All right.
And then we're going to add our Marcona almonds.
Okay.
Some grated Parmesan.
Okay. Hope this all fits in here. Okay.
I hope it fits. Some lemon zest.
All right.
Some Aleppo chilies.
Tell them a little bit about Aleppo pepper, because I don't think I've used it yet on the show. Maybe once.
Aleppo, it's a chili from Syria.
Yeah.
And it has like a nice, it has a little bit of sweetness to it, a little bit of earthiness to it, but it has some nice heat to it as well. And then we have some, this is probably the coriander, cumin, and fennel.
Ground fennel? Okay.
Ground.
Do you guys grind all your own seeds at the restaurant?
Yes. Yeah, we toast everything and grind everything. And we'll just pulse that together. It's probably good. And once you get it together, you'll mix it with some olive oil. And then it should come out nice like this once it's processed. Yep, that's all.
Does that already have PX vinegar?
Oh no, it doesn't have the PX. This one has the PX. That one doesn't.
All right, so I'll add a little bit of vinegar to this. Just a little bit?
Yeah. That's good. I like my acid.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, I remember that about your cooking.
Yep.
So for those people that don't have a lot of these spices at home, is there like one that's the most important?
I mean, I like all of them. I use a lot of fennel, coriander, and cumin. So I think those are really good to have. They marry well together. So you can always, we blend everything together with that.
That's delicious. Look what a beautiful color. It's beautifully golden brown. All the cooking has been done in this pan. I guess it's about a total of what, like 8 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, I would say.
All right.
And then next what we're going to do is we're going to take some garlic and we're going to crush it. And that will go in the pan. The paper is going to protect it from burning the garlic.
Paper means that she's not peeling the garlic, which is one of the best ways to cook
and then
duck breasts and chicken breasts and everything.
And I'll add some thyme sprigs in there, and I'll add some butter. And I'm just going to let it finish cooking, just in the pan, in the butter.
So at the restaurant, you'd probably do some kind of a chicken sauce, right?
Yeah, we'll take some chicken stock and we will caramelize a lot of onions and then cook that down and we add a lot of thyme, and it's a chicken thyme jus that we'll add to that.
Nice.
So that's pretty much it. I'll put it on the cutting board.
It's a knife for you. You put the pesto down?
Mm-hmm.
Can we do a little?
Sure.
I just love the color of this. It's so pretty. I'm going to put a little more than you probably.
No, I go big.
Okay, good.
I'm heavy-handed.
Great. Perfect. Please.
Perfect. This one.
So this is something that I loved, and I thought that it would be great for y'all to do at home. This beet pesto, you could probably prepare it in batches, probably take a couple days to kind of get it all ready ahead of time, and then I'm sure that this lasts pretty well in the fridge for a few days, right?
Yeah, this will last up to like 5 days.
Great.
In the fridge.
So this, by the way, would probably go beautifully with any kind of fish, meat, pretty much anything.
Yeah, we use it with a lot. We'll use it with salads. We'll fold it into pastas.
Nice.
It's very versatile, and you can use it with just about anything.
It's just beautiful. That's.
And we're going to serve this with some herb roasted carrots.
Okay. So beautiful. I love that you left them whole.
And
Gorgeous. Stay there.
stay.
Okay.
And we'll serve it. We have some local microgreens that we serve our dishes with.
Wow, that's so bright. It's beautiful.
That's
That's gorgeous for the summer. I love it. All right, and when y'all come back, we're gonna do a steak dish that I'm gonna eat for lunch, and you can enjoy. Thank you, Lauren, for being with us, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. For more information on today's show, or to see a previous episode, or just to ask me a question, please go to our website, SoFloTaste.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything SoFlo Taste. Welcome back to SoFlo Taste. I am here with the chef of Market 17, Lauren DeShields, and so happy to have her. And you've made me so hungry, especially now with this dish. I think I'm going to go crazy for this one. So tell us what you're making.
All right, so we're going to do some seared rare beef strip loin, grilled kale salad with a anchovy aioli.
I love how small all of your dishes are. They're really perfect for about 5 bites, which to me is like the perfect amount.
Yeah.
You know, because you get to taste all your food, and it's such a big bite. Every time you give a bite, it's got so much pow. Anyway, all right.
Thank you. Okay.
What do I do?
All right, so first, I guess
start searing?
we'll sear really
Okay.
quick the strip loin. And with that, you just need a super hot pan. Season it generously again with your salt and pepper all the way around.
What would you say that weighs? About 5 ounces?
Yeah, maybe 4.
Okay.
And in this, you just want to just get a little bit of color all the way around.
Okay.
And we're going to be serving it rare.
Okay. Cool. So you want me to start on what's
Sure.
going on in here?
Sure.
Okay.
So the anchovy aioli, we can add our anchovies.
Any certain type, or do you like them packed in salt or packed in oil?
Oil. For
Okay.
me. Some garlic confit, some lemon juice.
You want to tell them what garlic confit is?
Yeah, the garlic, for our mashed potatoes, we take garlic and
how mushy
we
it is?
slowly cook it in olive oil just until it's soft, and then we'll blend that up and use that, and then we use the oil for our garlic crostinis.
Okay. A little bit of Dijon?
Some Dijon
Yeah.
mustard,
Okay.
2 egg yolks,
Oui.
some Parmesan cheese,
Nice fine grate. Okay.
our salt and pepper,
All of it? Mm-hmm. Wow. That looks like a lot of pepper. Okay. I like it. Okay.
And we can give that a pulse.
Got it.
And we can slowly drizzle in our oil. We have some blended oil and some olive oil.
Okay. And do you use the water in case it gets too thick?
Yes.
Okay. I've never been able to do this at the same time. It's great to have a hole in the middle of your food processing.
I'm impressed.
So am I. So we're basically making a mayonnaise, fresh on television. So if it breaks, I'm really sorry. My favorite way to make it.
I should be sorry because it's my recipe. So.
Oh, stop. So when you're making aiolis or mayonnaise, you know, flavored mayonnaise, everyone, can I add a little water?
Yeah.
Okay. Just always drizzle as slow as possible, because when you add all the oil too quickly, it's when you get a broken mayonnaise. Not very pretty. You let me know what I'm doing if I'm...
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. All right. That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
And then the final,
Oh, so this is the same.
this is it.
All right, so you can see how beautifully creamy that is. An aioli, basically a flavored mayonnaise, and this has a lot of flavor. It's beautiful. Okay.
Okay, so up next we are going to grill some kale.
So before you start massaging, you should tell everyone why you massage kale.
Kale needs to be massaged because you just want to get that oil in there everywhere. You want to have every bite to be even and taste the same.
It's also a great way to get that lettuce a little softer and more tender. If you're serving it raw.
All right, so we're going to throw this right on the grill.
And that's a quick one, right?
Yes.
Do you always use the curly kale, or do you sometimes use?
Mainly we'll use this curly kale.
Okay.
Every once in a while we use lacinato or
I
the
love lacinato,
the
yeah.
red kale.
Okay. Is this local?
Yes. So it's grilled really nice, and we're just going to chop it up a little bit. Now we'll go back in the bowl, and we will season it with some lemon.
It's so pretty because you still have a bit of a raw crispiness to it. However, it's I love the little charred pieces.
And we'll put some aioli down if you want to.
Okay. Good. You do your heavy hand thing. Not so heavy.
Some things.
I would always put a little on the side for dipping because I love my sauce. Oh, I love mayonnaise. I eat from the bowl.
We'll slice our strip loin.
So is that a grass-fed or is that a corn-fed?
This is a grass-fed. It's Seminole Pride beef. This
Okay.
is Florida beef.
Do you have all grass-fed on your menu?
Yes, this we do. Our game meats as well.
As
Our
well.
game meats are wild.
Go, chef.
So that will be right here. We have some black lava salt, which has a nice minerality to it.
Is this an appetizer
Yes.
at the restaurant?
And then we have some slow roasted cherry tomatoes. That's enough. And to top it off, I have some caper dust.
You have to tell them about the caper dust. This stuff is so delicious.
This is great. Caper dust, we take the capers, we rinse them off, and then we dehydrate them. And we'll either use them like that as a garnish or pulverize them, and you get a little salty brininess from the caper.
So you all can do the meat, the kale, and the sauce. I know you're not making the caper dust anytime soon. This is beautiful.
And that's it.
And what do you call this?
This is just beef strip loin, grilled kale, and anchovy
Gorgeous.
aioli.
Gorgeous. Well,
A little
thank
take
you.
on Caesar salad.
Thank you, Lauren. This is absolutely beautiful. It's such a pleasure having you
Thank you.
here today. I love this. Oh, it's so fresh. Got to try this. Got to go to Market 17. Lauren is so creative. She does beautiful food, and she's a beautiful person as well. To get a taste of what we made on today's show, at least two-dimensionally, go to SoFloTaste.com. It's the be-all, end-all of SoFlo Taste. I want to thank Chef Lauren DeShields for joining me today, and I especially want to thank you for joining us. Now stay tuned to Local 10 for SoFlo Home Project with Martin Amado. See you next Saturday here on SoFlo Taste. Have an awesome weekend. Bye. I eat from the bowl.